Oh, I bought a bit more blocks than I actually needed, but I do that every time. I was gonna say always, but it's mostly pretty useful. Last time I bought extra blocks, I got the biggest jump scare ever while talking about mangroves. Okay, so my last Bed Wars video, I... Where's the dude? Okay, I am still having the... Oh no. Okay, so in my last Bed Wars video, I was, what did I talk about last video? Oh yeah, the bake sale, yeah. Okay, so, and I also said that, I shouldn't have done that. I should have at least saved 3 gold. Okay. Uh, the last video I said that I was going to, make a part 2 of the bake sale. I'll talk about what happened from the bake sale and also a bit of my expectations for it. It happened last Thursday. Um, I'm recording this on a Wednesday. So, yeah. Okay, so I pretty much know, like, the bake sale itself and the aftermath. Okay, so one of my friends, well, I also talked about the hybrid model. So, you know, he's in group. Well, he was a former member of Group A, and he pretty much, you could say, he came twice to the bake sale. He came on Tuesdays and Thursdays, which isn't really allowed by the government, but he came anyways. So, yeah. So it was also that, like, literally the next week he said that he somehow got his grip changed, which cool. So he nah nah I'm leaving. I'm leaving. It's 8, nothing happens, no period starts. Everybody's just confused. What's happening? About, I'd say 20 minutes later, our art teacher calls us into the auditorium, and they're like, we're having the bake sale, come on. So we leave for the bake sale. We pick up our food, and then the teachers, we tell the teachers what we brought to the school, and then they would oh, I forgot that I was there. Okay. Then the teachers would give us, like, they would tell us what stall to stand on, and I did something really smart here. Okay, listen. What I did was that once I got to know where the pizza stall was, I left my stall, and I went to the Coke stall instead. Yeah, I acted like I was a part of the Coke stall, and it actually worked for whatever reason. I don't know why, but it did. And I didn't just go there for, like, some random reason. So the kid the okay, so, oh god, yeah, I don't want to fall down there. Okay, so the person that came the previous day, who was in Group A and Group B, he was on the Coke stall because he didn't really have anything to bring that day. So what he had to bring, he brought it, the previous day. So he sat with, probably heard this name if you watched my channel for some time, Moki. We bought other people's food, and we, how do I word this? We sold the thing again. So we pretty much just bought it, then sold it to other people for higher prices, but not just, like, I bought that one pizza, and then I sold it for other people. It was like, I don't really remember how expensive it was actually, but we didn't, like, just like, make it double the price or something. We did just, like, the pizza alone. We added our own, so we pretty much just made, like, a deal kind of thing, McDonald's deal. So the way money worked is that you weren't just gonna give the entire note. You would go to one of the teachers. Okay, they had like this entire stall going, and you would give them that one note, and then they would give you like uh they would give you a piece of paper which had like pretty much the same value as the note that you gave them. So if you were to give them $1, you would have gone like a dollar coupon, and they just put the money for themselves. And what one of us did was that they transferred a lot, like pretty much like all of the money they brought to the school, and then he put it into our box where we kept like all of the coupons. And this would be relevant to the story later. Okay, so there were a lot of toddlers as well. This doesn't really matter to that story, but I'm just saying. This random kid accuses me of stealing his money, and is after me for like even after his money was found. Like he's like, "Oh, you're a thief, you're a thief, or this that." Like I have no idea what he's talking about. I didn't even know if it was like how much he lost. It turns out that his money was on the most stupidest place ever. Anyway, that stupid kid put the money on the table, and then he's blaming me, saying I'm the worst person in the world or something. So eventually, the teachers, they started going around everywhere, and they started tearing the notes in half. Not in half. You could say the half of a half. So they're, wait, he's here. Why does he keep following me? What do you want? And then they were saying that the kids were reusing it, and for that reason, the entire group got mad that we lost so much stonks. We thought that they pretty much just tore the entire thing, like oh, you people are being unfair, and this that. So then we realized that it wasn't literally like tore the entire way. It was like only halfway. Paper was tore, and I am not responding to that. Anyway, so then we realized that we just needed to use our minds a bit. That it was an indication that this has already been used, and in fact cannot be used. Um, and so that happened. Later, our PE teacher randomly just came up to everybody and asked us, "Yo, did you come yesterday for whatever reason? Like, why would you think we came the previous day?" And it was only our class, so that happened. So like we said multiple times, no, we didn't, because we know what he was gonna put us through. So we just flat out said no. But some random snitch just said no, they're lying. They did not come this way. Like, how do you know? How do you? I don't even know who you are, and you just flat out snitched on me, man. So then we were taken downstairs, and then we were forced to. I don't even know what we were doing. We first like jumped, then did a push-up, and like this is probably like the kind of exercise people do every day. But like, man, eventually the little the toddler dude started leaving, and that was the best part of all of this. The toddler is leaving. I have a literal grudge against those people. I hate them. Anyways, if eventually our our we started running out. We started running out. Okay, that just shows how many sales we had. We literally ran out of the bottle. So what we thought was a good idea was that we auctioned the bottle. I don't know what we were trying to do with that idea, but we did, and for some reason, and it actually worked. We did make a lot from that, auctioning like empty bottles. literally empty bottles of Coke, Mountain Dew, Fanta, and Pepsi. I finally remembered all of them. Wait, okay, finally remembered all of them. Like we were just auctioning random bottles, and okay, so we all had a place. Okay, we were 3 people, and like there was another table which we pretty much just like made an alliance with. So once we ran out of our drinks, we actually stole. I mean, borrowed some of the bottles there, and we sold them. No, we didn't auction those. They were ours, so we didn't see a point in auctioning them. We sold what was inside. Eventually, everybody started running out of their items. We ran out of the Coke. People ran out of their pizzas, brownies, cakes, pasta, whatever they brought. It all started to vanish, and the items that did not magically vanish outside the box and randomly lagged into somebody's stomach were, in fact, eaten by anybody else, like kids themselves, I think. Oh yeah, I actually forgot about a part in the story. Yeah, the deal part where we made random like extremely big deals. So we actually sold one of it to our German teacher. Um, and he was a scam bit. I bought the pizza, and then I'm like, wait, sir is here. Then I talked to the everybody else, and they were like, yo, like and then I was like, yo, we should make like another like deal thing where we sell like pizza with like the cold drink, and everybody liked that idea, so that's what we did. Okay, so eventually, we scammed a bunch of kids. So the one of them was a coupon with 20 on it. They gave 100. So so that was kind of a whoopsie on their side. They were stupid for that, but I do not care. So we stole the money and put it in. Eventually, the money disappeared magically because of that one phenomenon where the teacher just takes all of it out, and we were given nothing. As I said in the previous video, where I said that we aren't going to get anything out of this. We didn't, which is nice. Another thing was that we were promised a field trip the next week. It's gonna be a week since the bake sale happened, like tomorrow, and nowhere do I hear a field trip. All I hear is assessments. In my opinion, the aftermath is that because of 5-year-old toddlers screaming, we couldn't really hear each other. So what happened was that all of us needed to scream for anybody else to. What the hell? He healed. So because of that, we had to scream a lot. And when I got back home, I felt a sort of pain in my throat, which eventually I felt a lot better like about a few days later. But the thing is, I still feel it a bit. I'm not gonna tell anybody, but I feel a bit this very like because it happened for about like 2 hours. So, oh yeah. Also, another thing. Speaking of 2 hours, on that same day, the weather of the entire city just changed completely. It just went haywire. Like somebody like Among Us sabotaged the city, something, and bad weather came in. Not bad weather, okay, not bad weather. Windy weather, really windy weather. Like the kind of weather which would like literally throw down electrical poles. So we were allowed to go to school early. If we think about it, the entire thing was a disaster. And the teachers themselves actually say, yeah, it was kind of just a disaster. Like, it's not like any school event is ever not a disaster, but like it was a disaster, but in a good way. Like, no, there was a reason why it was. Oh my god! I hate this dude. How many fireballs do you have? So like it was a mess, but in a good way, like the kind of way that there was reason for all of this, loudness. Like why were the kids screaming that much? It was all leading to one thing. It was fun. Sometimes. Why does he have a bow as well? What are you, the next Alpha Gaming? If you liked this video, like, and if you want to, subscribe, then hit this funny little red button that makes it gray. Goes from extremely vibrant to depressing.